What's going on, ballers? It's Jack here, back for another NBA draft profile. Taking a look at Collin Sexton today, the guard from Alabama, the freshman who had a sensational year. Everyone remembers the 3-on-5 performance he had against Minnesota earlier in the year, but really had a very sound year for Alabama, got them back into the NCAA tournament, and did a great job this season leading that team. And when you watch Collin Sexton, I think the first thing that stands out to you is his ability to get to his spot. And as you guys saw in that first opening sequence there, and you'll see here as we move on, he knows where he wants to get to on the court, and he's able to get to that area. Now, does that always mean he's able to get off a good shot or necessarily, an uncontested one? No. And in fact, he's very capable of making contested jumpers and is a player who often thrives on shooting off the dribble, shooting in rhythm. And another thing I think that is very noticeable when you watch Sexton is his athleticism. He's definitely a dynamic athlete, a guy who's physical. He attacks on both ends of the court, and he's able to finish through contact. And with Sexton, with his ability at around 6'3", with the 6'6" wingspan, the athleticism, the length, there's lots of tools there already that you see, and there's lots of ability to project and see, where can Collin Sexton get to next. And that's, to me, one of the most exciting aspects about watching him play, is you can see all of these skills that he already has. The great handle, the athleticism, the ability to get to the basket and shoot off the dribble, especially in the mid-range area. And then you get excited about what he could become. And I think that, with Collin Sexton especially, he's a guy who, when you watch him play, it's hard just to not root for him to succeed. He plays with such effort, tenacity, and just relentlessness on the court that you just want to see him figure out the rest of his game and really become one of those special superstar level players. Now, in terms of comparisons, guys from last year's class, I think, serve as a good model in terms of what Sexton could become. And so last year there was a crop, I would say, of 5 point guards. I thought it should be 6 when you look at Lonzo Ball, Frank Ntilikina, Dennis Smith Jr., De'Aaron Fox, and I thought it should include Donovan Mitchell, but it didn't, as well as Markelle Fultz. And to me, Sexton is closer to a Fultz, a Dennis Smith, or a De'Aaron Fox than he is necessarily a Lonzo or Frank. And because he has that scoring mentality as a point guard, he's going to be a guy who I think needs the ball, especially initially in the NBA. And, there's a reason why, Dallas and Sacramento really struggled this season. There's going to be a lot of growing pains, I think, for Collin Sexton in his rookie campaign. But with his ability to finish with both hands, to change speeds, and that's, honestly, his ability to change speeds is one of his skills right now that says to me he's going to have figured out the next level, because most of the time you see with great athletes, they don't have that ability yet. They don't see the game as well as Sexton does and have the instincts he does to finish in traffic and through people in and around defenders. And to me, therefore, he's going to be able to figure it out. Now, there are a number of things that say maybe he won't be able to figure it out at the next level, and maybe he's not going to be more than, a bench scorer. The first one, and we'll see this very soon here, is that low release on the jumper. You see it right there in this game against Georgia, and here again. While both those shots do go in, that release is definitely low, and he doesn't have a lot of room for error, therefore, in his jumper. And there's definitely, therefore, some room for improvement, as well as his ability to command an offense. Only 3.6 assists to 2.8 turnovers. Definitely a bit of a concern. Also, he definitely needs to get stronger, needs to fill out his upper body, but at only 19 years old, he definitely has plenty of time to do so. Lastly, that three-point jumper was really inconsistent. He shot it really well in the beginning of the season in November, was up over 40%, and at the end of the season in March, but in between that time period was below 28% from 3. So there's definitely some kinks that need to be worked out. Lastly, he's definitely a bit foul prone. Got himself into trouble, I thought, too frequently and lost his rhythm last year at Alabama. Won't be as much of a concern with the extra foul at the NBA level, but something to note. And, I see Collin Sexton as a guy who is going to come in and struggle initially, but with his ability to get to the basket, finish through contact, as well as his complete game with his mid-range pull-up, I think that over time he's going to figure it out. He's never going to be a 7-assist guy, but he could find his niche as a 4 to 5 assist guy who gets you 17, 18 points a game. And lastly, for all of you draft nicks out there, Dante Hall, the center for Alabama, to me, looks like a pro in the making with his ability to finish at the rack and protect, be a rim protector. Just a last little tidbit here on the Collin Sexton video. But guys, let me know what you thought about this video. First time incorporating highlights for me. What do you think I can improve on moving forward? And what other prospects do you want to see me profile? Thanks, guys. I'm out. Peace.